In this presentation, we'll be taking a look at the ebook located here. We are currently in Connect. Connect is a McGraw-Hill product here. If you have any questions about how to get into this area, then take a look at a prior video that is within Moodle Rooms that'll show you how to get here. Once you are in here, you'll see the material broken out by week on the left-hand side. You'll see an ebook icon on the right-hand side. You'll also see a Learn Smart icon underneath it on the right-hand side. These two are similar items in that they both navigate through the material of the book in different ways. We're currently going to take a look at the ebook in this presentation. We'll take a look at Learn Smart in a later presentation. So first, in order to just get into the ebook, we're just going to click on this icon over here. So the ebook is where you're going to want to go if you just want to read through the text, navigate through the text. There's a lot of items in the ebook that are not available to you in a normal textbook, which are very useful, such as jumping to page numbers or searching, such as it's similar to the way we would search in a Google search, which can be very helpful, as well as highlighting and notes and bookmarks. If you're someone that wants to work offline and or likes to have some hard copy in front of you, then we could print the icon here. So that's the first thing I want to take a look at. And we can print it as a PDF file so that we can open it offline without needing an internet connection. We can also print it in such a way that we can print it by section and then have a hard copy in that format as well. It's going to print by section if we do so. So if we're in, say, chapter 2 in this case, if you take a look at the drop down, it actually navigates through chapter 2 by section. So when you print it out, it'll print by section. So if we were to go to the print icon over here, then go to the print up top, then it'll show this print icon. It's going to default to a PDF file, meaning it's defaulting to saving it to a PDF file. If you want to print it to a printer, then you'd have to change the printer icon here and choose whatever local printer you want to print it to, and it'll print out that section. You'll note that we have 3 pages up here, and you can navigate through the pages that are printed in this section. And then if you wanted to save it as a PDF file, then you would save it as a PDF file and then select Save here. Then look for a location on your computer. I'm just going to put it on the desktop. So I'll put it on the desktop. This is chapter 2. And we can then just save it like so. Then if I was to minimize my information and go to the desktop, I'm going to minimize this and this. Here it is in PDF format. If I was to open up the PDF, then we could read it offline in that way. So if you need to go somewhere else and read it offline, this is one way that you can read the text offline. You can do a similar function to print it out as well. Then if you wanted to print the second section, then you can go down here, click the drop down, and go to the second section here. And then this section includes all this information. If we went back to the printing option here and then printed, then you can see what is included in this section. Now we have 8 pages, and you can scroll down and see what is included. So you can go through the chapters and print them out or save them as PDFs in that format. It would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for chapter 2. Now once you're in the ebook, it's useful to use the ebook because it has a lot of nice features within it. So if you're just navigating through the ebook, notice that it is by section. The page numbers are actually on the left hand side. So if you wanted to jump to a particular page number like 55 here, you can actually go to the jump to feature there and type in 55 and it'll jump to the page. But note that it's not divided by page number, it's divided by section. So the relevant sections will fit together, which actually makes more sense. When you read through it, you're going to read through the things that are related by section, not by just what happened to fit on one page. So you have this jump to feature here if there's something that's referenced in Moodle that's on a particular page, and then you could just go ahead and type in the page number. If it happened to be on page 70, you can jump through and you can get to it there. If you wanted to just go to the next section, if we got to the bottom of a particular section, see the scroll bar over here, if we got to the bottom, and we wanted to go to the next section, whatever the next section may be, we hit this next section icon, and that will just take us to the next section that we are in. If we want to navigate through chapters and see what chapter we're in, we can select this drop down and we see chapters over here and all the chapters of the book. So if we're starting off on chapter 1, we can just jump right to chapter 1 like so, and then we can navigate by section. The sections are over here. We can either jump to the next section, or if we know what section we want, we can go to the sections on this side and scroll down to the relevant section that we want to be in. Then we have some of the nice features over here. We all know, we can all see that the highlighter is often a very highlighted great feature for many people. If we wanted to highlight something, we can select it here. We can highlight and we can make it any color we want, and then highlight that selected area. The thing that's really nice about highlighting here is that we can jump back to the highlighted area after we have highlighted it. So say I went to a different page and I highlighted this, and then I'm over here on chapter 5, and I want to see what I highlighted back in chapter 1 or any other chapter. Then we can go to our notepad on this side here, hit the drop down and say here it is by chapter, and we can look at what we've done by chapter. And I can go back over here and just say click on that, and it goes right back to where the highlighted information is. So that can be very, very handy to jump to areas. We can do the same thing with a note. Say we were on the next section here and we wanted to add a note. Obviously I write a lot of notes when I read the text, and I can't read my own notes usually because my handwriting's not great. But if we add a note within the ebook, we can add a note like so. Again, any color that we want to the note, add the note, and we can type in the note, and it's very legible, of course, because we're typing it in. Then you save it down here like that, and you can put that wherever you want it. And once again, if you wanted to go back and forth to that note and find that note, say we were on the next section like so, you can then go to your My Notebook and then look for your notes. Here's your note right there, and we can just jump right to it once again, and that will take you to the note. So pretty handy feature. We've got the bookmark on this side. Now the bookmark, if I was on another section and we just wanted to bookmark this section, then we can add a bookmark like this. And so we bookmarked this section. And then if we were anywhere else in the book, I'm going to choose chapter 5, and we wanted to jump to a certain bookmark, then we can select here, and we could jump to any other bookmarks that we have already set. So I can jump right there. I don't even have to go to I don't have to go to my notebook. We could just go to the bookmark and jump to wherever we want, just like we would if we had a bookmark within a text. Other features that we have the cog here, so that means that we can make it nice and large, which I often like to do. You can also hide figures, which I don't know why you'd want to do that, but if you wanted to do that, you can do that. And then we can search the ebook by keyword. So that which is similar to a Google search, so that can be very handy to find certain terminology in the book. So for example, if I type in a term like depreciation and I hit the go-to item here, then we have these items that we can then go to and look through, and this is what it was found for depreciation. If we click on these, it will then take us to the material, and we can take a look at the features in that way. So those are a few of the features in the ebook.